like that. Woo! What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull-Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, a.k.a. B Jizzle.
Hey, man, and y'all already know who it is. It's your co-host that does it the most, at Rick Masters 23. Yo, y'all know what time it is. The Pull-Up Basketball Podcast shirts, the red, the black, the white, the tanks, the sweaters, the hoodies, $35, $40, man. You already know the deal with that. Cash App, $ B Jizzle. PayPal at Broderick Masters, man. Yo, we appreciate every single one of you, ladies, gentlemen. Thank you for always showing up and interacting with us. But B Jizzle, let's go ahead and jump into this thing.
Like my boy said, man, go in and get our shirts. You know what I'm saying? $35 a pop, $40 for the sweatshirts as well. Continue to support the Pull-Up Basketball Podcast right below the Cash App, B Jizzle, PayPal at Broderick Masters. Definitely appreciate all the love. Thanks for the, $1.99 donation. My man, Alan NG. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for all the donations y'all have given us, man, for the show that we do. Want to make it very clear to y'all that we put a lot of time. Me and my partner, Rick, put a lot of time in this, man. So we gratefully always appreciate for the content that we drop, that y'all continue to drop this money and donations, man. It is not unappreciated, and we definitely keep this train going, man. But Rick, let's get it popping, man. Let's start with the first thing, man. We got a lot to talk about today on this Sunday afternoon or this Sunday morning. If y'all in here, hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe, as well as the comment section to let us know that y'all are in here. And as like I just said, the Cash App is right there, and so is the PayPal. Rick, let's talk about the first thing. You know something? Basketball is something where it's not always peaches and cream when you talk about things that go on. Us being players ourselves, there's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of emotions. And really, it really is a life teacher, to be honest with you, basketball. It's not just a game. It teaches you about life, teaches you about character, teaches you about discipline, loyalty, facing adversity, obstacles. We have seen a surge in NBA coaches being fired nonstop. And some of them you can say that have been fair, some of them have been unfair, some of them have been just, some of them have been unjust. When you think about NBA coaches being fired, our championship coaches like right here, Mike Budenholzer was fired this past season or in the playoffs. Frank Vogel fired last year. Nick Nurse fired after, losing in the play-in tournament this year. These are championship coaches. What do you feel like your opening thoughts determines if a coach should be fired or not? And why do you think it's such an all-time high of coaches being fired? I'm hearing from you.
All right. Well, I will say this. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Hope Davison. Good morning. And like I said, Alan NG, appreciate the $1.99. The first thing I will say to answer that question, B Jizzle, is very simple, right? They had to get fired by somebody. So when it comes to me objectively, right, it's gonna have to be based upon what the team or what the organization, GM, president of basketball operations, whatever the case may be, they letting them go for whatever reason. That's me not having a bias. That's me not having an opinion. And there's things we probably see, BJ, that we don't know personally, right? But subjectively, right? All bias. I think that in the three coaches that you showed, which I think it was Nick Nurse, Frank Vogel, Budenholzer, and let's not forget Monty Williams too in that lineup, because even though he didn't win a championship, he still went to the finals, right? And he lost against the Bucks, of course, in 2021. But that's still an accomplishment, especially notating in the last 4 years that you've been with the team, and also in one of those seasons having the best record. I mean, look, man, like I said, subjectively, right, outside of the realm of, how somebody may feel on that side, business, all that. BJ, you said it perfect. Basketball is one of those things where there's so many different pieces. There's so many things have to go right. Certain players have to be on the coaching. You got to be right on the money. And with those four coaches that we just named, I always felt like they were on the money. But at the same time, there's just sometimes the other team is just better, whether that they have better depth, whether that the player shots are just falling, whether your player, the oppositional team players is having a good night or an off night. I mean, at the end of the day, man, there's so many factors that's going on. Point of example here. Mike Budenholzer's brother was dead, right? Now, I don't have siblings, but I can imagine, I have witnessed the death in the family, and it hurt me tremendously. But I can imagine, right, that this man just won you a championship with that team with the Bucks in 2021, beat another great coach in Monty Williams in 2021, and even though, yes, he got cooked up by Jimmy Buckets in them heats, bro. You were number one. He made the Bucks number one, coached them all the way. They get beat by Jimmy Buckets, and he still has the audacity and the vigor to get up there and coach after losing his brother. Again, this is subjective talk, not objective. This is me being biased. Despite how the Bucks would have won, lost, that takes an amount of mental fortitude to sit there and try to coach a team when you lose somebody like that close to you, to try to just like focus on the team and like try to win, right? And that's no excuse, they lost, but my point is this: that just shows his character as a coach, which means what? He didn't give up on his team, even if he did at that point in time, I would even feel bad subjectively. I would understand that as a human being, but he didn't. And he won you a championship in 2021. So, BJ, to answer it, man, to wrap it all up for all four of them coaches you showed there, I don't know what it takes, to be honest with you, to keep a coach nowadays. I mean, I think about Greg Popovich. I think about, Spoelstra with the Miami Heat. I mean, I think about the Denver Nuggets. They could have easily let their coach go, but look what happened. Yeah, they were injured. They got put out, 2 years in the past. Like, we up here ranting and crying about how, what's his name, Joker, he needs to win a, championship. But they stayed in the process. How do you build a chemistry if you don't stay in the process? Jamal Murray got hurt, but they didn't give up on their coach. Now look at him. And I think that's a testament to the whole point right now. Do not give up on the process because certain things happen throughout the seasons. And I think that's what these organizations are not realizing. Denver Nuggets is a good example of this. You didn't give up on the coach. You didn't give up on the players. You kept that chemistry going, and now it's built up, and everything's fire hot for them. This shouldn't be surprising to nobody why the Denver Nuggets are cooking, or the Miami Heat cooking for that matter. So I'll leave it right there, man. So I'm a little winded, but like I said, subjectively, it bothers me a little bit. Don't make any damn sense.
That's a good point that you just made, bro. And shout out to, all the people in the chat right now. Thank you for everybody coming in, man. Continuously hit the like button, continuously hit the share, to subscribe. All the love to y'all, man. But as far as the coaches go, as far as what you were talking about, bro, you have a great point. And as we look at since 2019, you talk about Nick Nurse from the Toronto Raptors. You talk about Frank Vogel, the Los Angeles Lakers, who won a championship literally the year before. You talk about Mike Budenholzer, you just mentioned recently, who has his brother passed away, and he was coaching on the sidelines after Game 4, a game before they got eliminated. You talk about Nate McMillan from the Atlanta Hawks. Don't forget Nate McMillan, who led his team to the conference finals in 2021. He gets fired as well. You talk about Nick Nurse, who was just fired. Doc Rivers fired. A lot of coaches. Monty Williams fired. What I'm starting to see right now, bro, is really just how much of a players' league it is. We getting coaches, coaches being fired ain't nothing new, right? It's been going on since, as long as we've been watching basketball. It's nothing new. But it seems like to me now that anything can get a coach fired. Just the simple fact that a player doesn't even play up to his potential and play how he's supposed to play can get a coach fired. Joel Embiid and James Harden is a perfect example. They both combined for 24 points in that closeout game against the Boston Celtics. Doc Rivers gets fired literally not more than 2 days later. And I'm not the biggest Doc Rivers fan, being a Clipper fan myself, but the fact of the matter is that those two did not show up whatsoever. So now I'm starting to hear rumblings that James Harden is the reason why Doc Rivers got fired. How many times have we seen James Harden have players removed from the team back in Houston, have coaches fired, blase. Also, Houston Rockets coach Steven Silas, he was fired. He had really nothing to work with in Houston. He gets fired. So pretty much when a team has nothing for the coach to work with, they're the first one out the door, right? You talk about Monty Williams, who took his team to two as a number one seed twice in 2021 and 2022 last year, had led them to the best record. Then this year, because he has a problem with DeAndre Ayton, he's gone. These are playoff coaches. These are coaches that had runs in the playoffs, who's had championship experience. They get let go off the hook. Something ain't adding up, right? And the one team that you do have to give credit for is the Denver Nuggets, because what they have done, they looked at like, look, we don't even have our best player. We don't even have Jamal Murray, who's out with an ACL injury. He's out with an ACL injury. Nikola Jokic is doing literally everything on our team the past two postseasons. But when we get our full strength, our full team back, when we get Michael Porter Jr. back, Aaron Gordon's on the team. We got Bruce Brown. We got KCP. We got, all these pieces on our team that's going to be coming in. Watch out. And now they're in the Western Conference Finals. It looks like they're going to be going to the NBA Finals this year after, had those two disappointing postseasons. But what if they just say, you know what? To hell with it. We're not finna go and through with this another season. We're going to get rid of our coach, not going to tell them the reason why. And we're just going to, just go through another, rebuild. That would have been, you got to remember, these, just like the players have families to take care of, these coaches have families to take care of. They don't have the luxury of just being like, oh, well, I can just stop coaching and not getting, to take care of, me and my family. It's a tough job to get a coach, the NBA job. Nikola Jokic mentioned yesterday, he said being a coach is like he would never want to be a coach because of how hard and difficult it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's your fault. Like, even with us, Rick, when we play on teams, the coaches, if you're not getting playing time or, the team is losing, who do they usually look to?
Coach.
Always the coach. Always the coach. They're getting the blame. They're like, this guy can't coach. He won't put my boy in the game. He don't like me. He has something against me. That's how it's always is. That's how it's always going to be, right? So the way I see it, if you're going to fire a coach, make sure you have a real good reason why you're going to fire the coach. Just don't fire him just off the fact that you think that, oh, well, their team is playing bad. If they don't have all their pieces and you know that, and you're still going to go up and fire him, that's not a good reason enough to get a coach. That's why I applaud Damian Lillard for speaking and saying, like, we really firing championship coaches now. We really firing. That's what we're doing. That is the criteria. That's what the standard is now. A team underperforms and you fire the coach. That's what we're doing now. So I'm with you, bro. It's not just a basketball thing. It's just really what are we teaching, like, people about like life lessons. We're just saying you can just underperform and play mediocre, and all you gotta do is just coach is the problem, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let you piggyback off that, bro.
Yeah, man. Let's go down a list. You named a few more coaches. Let's go down a list. Detroit Pistons out Dwayne Casey, steps down. All right, takes front office role, and then who replaced him to be determined. Houston Rockets, of course, they passed on Steven Silas, as you mentioned, but they did hire Mr. Ime Udoka, former Celtics coach. And then, of course, the Milwaukee Bucks, Mike Budenholzer. They fired Budenholzer after 5 seasons, and to be determined on who they're going to replace him with. Of course, the Sixers, Doc Rivers. Rivers out, 3rd straight playoff exit, to be determined. That one, like I said, subjectively, whether you like them or not, get you to the playoffs. Pretty good seasons in there, even though I'm not a big fan of his neither. But hey, depending on what they want, to be determined on who they replace him with. And then, of course, the Phoenix Suns, Monty Williams. Williams out in Phoenix after semifinals loss, to be determined on who they replace him with. And then the Toronto Raptors, Nick Nurse, part ways. They lost in the play-in. All right, to be determined. But like we mentioned before, man, we got Budenholzer, we got Nurse, we got Vogel. Okay, those are 3 championship coaches. Nurse back in 19, Vogel in 2020, Budenholzer in 21. And dare I say, watch this, Budenholzer's win percentage, 0.604 overall. Nick Nurse, 0.582 overall. Frank Vogel, 0.526. And Monty Williams, even though he lost in 2021, 0.522. All over 500. All right. With Budenholzer, of course, being the highest, but regardless, all over 500. What does that tell me just by looking at a stat? Salute the realest salute. What does that tell me? Is that the brothers know how to win. Okay, they know how to win. You know, maybe, yeah, they're not going to win every year. Like BJ said in the very beginning, bro, it is hard to be a coach. It is so many moving pieces. Just like using Monty Williams and Aiden as an example. You know, do you know how difficult that got to be when a player just doesn't rock with you or doesn't vibe with you, and you somehow got to find the happy median in between of, you know, the playing time and getting an understanding with them on a personal level and a player level, and then getting them to perform, or, you know, telling them something, because you don't want to push them too hard to where they don't even show up. But then again, you don't want to be so passive to where they just totally disrespect you as a head coach, right? So then you got to find that happy median to where we can at least make it to the NBA Finals in 2021. I mean, damn. Can we? I mean, to me, like you not even getting along with one of your starting five, and yet you can get them to the finals. This is what I'm saying subjectively, man. Coaches deal with so much crap, and yet they still winning. So it's, I mean, bro, again, objectively, the organizations, the, you know, GMs, they have their reasons, whatever. And some things we probably don't even see. But subjectively, from my personal opinion, what else does a coach need to prove to you? Because if it's not winning, then what is it? If it's not having the best record, then what is it? If it's not having, you know, getting your team to the playoffs, now I can't control how a player performs, but I get them there. And then I give, you know, counter attacks against the other coach to where we can at least make it to a game 7. Then what is it? I get you to the Eastern or Western Conference Finals, and I get you to the finals, whether I win or lose. Then what is it? I get Coach of the Year. Then what is it? What? Damn, what is it? What else do I got to do in order to secure a job, or at least to stay long enough to where I can build some chemistry, like Miami, like Denver, and we're seeing live time right now what happens when you don't give up on a coach. What do I have to do in order to build this chemistry, build the relationships between the players, build the relationships between the GM and the presidents of operation and all these other entities within the organization? What else is required and needed for me to build an empire here? Because if you're telling me that winning is not going to be the answer, if you're telling me that winning you a championship is not going to be the answer, if you're telling me that taking a subpar or even an all-star, making them a superstar and making that superstar into an MVP, cough, cough, Embiid, or what else? What do you want? That's all I got to say, BJ. What else do you want?
Man, hey, let's look at some of these comments, man. Salute to my man, Plays for Keep. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, know what I'm saying? Salute to my man, The Realist. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My man, Thomas Talented, get your shine on. Says, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, all facts, bro. Look, at the end of the day, it comes down to this. Somebody gonna have to pay for this. Somebody gonna have to pay for this. You know how it's like a job, bro. Like, you might have a coworker who puts you in a position, or, you know, the boss puts you in a position where you have no chance of winning. You're pretty much in a bad spot. It's not your fault. You're working with a team. You're working with, you know, other groups and individuals around you. But because you're part of, I guess you could say, you're either part of the problem, part of the solution. And some people just look at it just like that, black or white. If you're getting the job done or you're not getting the job done, regardless of the circumstances that you are in, are you getting the job done? And a lot of times with these coaches, their hands are tied. They don't really have a control of how well you play. What the coach's job is to elevate yourself to be a higher version of what you are, right? And I look at that more as role players, not as stars. Stars should be able to be elevated and motivated by themselves. That's why they're star players. That's why they're top 15, top 10, top 15, top 20 players in the league. They should be ready to go no matter what. When you have your star player like Joel Embiid having 15 points in a closeout game, that has nothing to do with coaching. And when you have James Harden having 9 points in a closeout game, has nothing to do with coaching. That has all to do with you. That has nothing to do with coaching. When you have any one of your star players who are not coming to play in a closeout game. That is all on the player. What I'm seeing is more so most of these star players have figured out if they don't really rock with the coach, they can finally get them out they can get them out the way, no problem. They can just have a dispute with them, they can have a problem with them, and they out the door. Because at the end of the day, it's all about revenue and all about money. Unfortunately, fans don't come to see the coaches, they come to see the players. There's probably I would say 3 coaches who are really have that type of marquee. Okay, that's Greg Popovich, that's Phil Jackson, that's Eric Spoelstra, that's I don't know, anyone of the top coach, that's Steve Kerr. Right? There's only like 3 or 4 coaches, you can talk about within the last, I don't know, 10 to 15 years who you really want to see outside of the players. So unfortunately, they're going to always side, the business side is going to always side with the players over the coaches, no matter what's going on, no matter what the hell it is. So at the end of the day, this is what I would say. If I got, how can I put it? If I'm a coach, I gotta go in with the mindset that I can be let go anytime. If things are going good, great. If things are going good, great. But I can also be like, okay, well, it can go south very quick. I mean, if I have one bad season, if I have a season that's just struggling where I don't have all my players or something goes down, I can be let go. Mike Malone is very, very fortunate to be with an organization that has belief and loyalty and respect for him to allow to keep him around for the long haul. That's what I will say. But not most of the coaches we know do not have that luxury. So I'll say this. Unfortunately, it goes how it is. And, I wouldn't want to be a coach. I'm just going to leave it like that. I would not want to be a coach, bro, at all. So, anything else you want to say, bro, before we move to the next one?
Bro, I think you nailed it right on the head. If you want to be a coach, you just got to take the bull crap at the end of the day. And like I said, just making a reference point, when it comes to Monty, it's like that one I scratch my head on. I mean, look. All right, y'all. Let's do it like this. Just so you know I'm not, being too overly subjective here. All right, this is from the NBA, site itself. The Phoenix Suns have dismissed Monty Williams, the winningest regular season coach over the last 3 years. Monty has been foundational to our success over the past 4 seasons, General Manager James Jones said in a statement. We are filled with gratitude for everything Monty has contributed to the Suns in the Valley community. Phoenix moves on from Williams, who won Coach of the Year and guided the Suns to their first finals appearance since 1993 with good old Sir Charles. After the team suffered a second consecutive blowout elimination loss in the Western Conference semifinals in 2002, the Suns blew a 2-0 lead to Dallas and lost Game 7 at home by 33 points after trying their 2023 West semifinal series with Denver at 2-2. Phoenix was again ousted at home, this time by 25 points in Game 6. Neither day feels good, Williams said after the loss earlier this week to Denver, when asked to compare last season's debacle to this year's season-ending loss. Jones hired Williams in 2019 when Robert Sarver still owned the Suns. He proceeded to lift Phoenix's culture and winning rate, culminating in a finals run that simultaneously snapped the longest playoff drought in team history. They followed that up with a franchise record of 64-win season in 21-22, only to be stunned by Dallas. The 22-23 season went less smoothly for Williams and the Suns. Veteran starter Jay Crowder requested a trade and did not suit up for the team before ultimately being dealt as part of a blockbuster deal that brought Kevin Durant from Brooklyn to Phoenix. Yet Durant's arrival was immediately met by the same ill injury luck that plagued the team all season. And the newly arrived superstar played in just 8 games with his new team before the playoffs. Williams' chemistry with starting center DeAndre Ayton was also of note. The former and franchise's first number 1 overall pick, Ayton surprised many when he said neither he nor Williams spoke during the 2022 offseason, which saw Ayton sign a max offer sheet with Indiana before Phoenix promptly matched it to keep him. Ayton's 2023 playoff production was especially diminished compared to previous seasons, and Williams ultimately benched him in favor of backup big man Jock Landale during key moments of the Suns-Nuggets series. Williams struggled to cement a reliable rotation around his star duo throughout the playoffs, an issue that continued all the way through Thursday's demoralizing finale. I take that personally. Not having our team ready to play in the biggest game of the year, Williams said. That's something that I pride myself on, and it just didn't happen. That's something I have to take a deep look at, everything I'm doing. Those events swirled around the team's midseason change of ownership, with Matt Ishbia purchasing a controlling stake of the franchise after the Durant trade. Williams' dismissal is Ishbia's second high-profile personnel move in 3 months. The Suns will now search for a coach to head a team still featuring Durant and three-time All-Star Devin Booker, who averaged 33.3 points on 58.5% shooting this postseason. The Associated Press contributed to this report. Why did I read that to you guys? Like I said, I want to make sure I put just facts out there real quick before I jump on the second part here subjectively. So you just heard what I read, and those were all facts. But did they give us any context? Nah, they didn't. They didn't, because you have issues going on with Ayton. You gut your whole roster to get Kevin Durant. Okay, BJ, tell me when I'm wrong. Just cut it and tell me when I'm wrong. But I thought when you have a set team or a set roster and things are going good, you kind of gotta, hang on, the chemistry with the players and what works for the team and what doesn't, and things are going good. And then you take and you gut some of the biggest pieces that you have for a player that only played 8 games with you. But hold on. Even though he only played 8 games with you, you still were able to coach it well enough, as far as the entire roster, to at least get them into the playoffs and actually battle, might I add. Yeah, they weren't going to win because they ain't have no depth. That's not the coach's fault. He can't control that factor of the basketball organization, but he did the best he could with such short notice, with a new owner that doesn't mind firing people and letting people go without remorse. And he did all that and still got you to a 2-2 with the best team, and probably arguably between the Heat and the Nuggets right now in the playoffs. And he don't get credit. He don't get credit for that. We don't sit back and think to ourselves, damn, are we going to give him enough time to get adjusted to this new setup that we just threw on his ass? We just gonna forget that he was the coach of the year not even 2 years ago? Are we just gonna forget that he got us to the finals in 2021? Are we just gonna forget? BJ, I could be up here all day. But at the end of the day, my point is this. What up, Bruce? My point is this. If winning is not the criteria, if winning a championship is not the criteria, and they said it themselves, y'all heard me read it out loud on the NBA press, the most winningest coach, they gave him the title themselves. If being the most winningest coach doesn't help you, then BJ, I'm going to answer it like this. I guess it really don't matter. It don't matter what you do. And so, NBA, forgive me for saying this, if coaches start showing up not giving a damn, you gave them a reason not to give a damn. And that's how I end that segment.
Bravo, drop the pen, my man. Rick always comes with the punchline. That's why I got him. Anyway, my man Bruce was good, man. Brother Rick X is preaching. Yes, he was. That comes natural. You know what I'm saying? That comes natural, man. Hit the like button for everybody coming in, man. Hit that like button, man. Get the people in here. We should have over 20 likes right now. Let's get into the next subject, bro. We also got to talk about, of course, yesterday's game between the LA Lakers and the Denver Nuggets, where the LA Lakers lost 109 to 103. And we gotta get to it, man. Like, let me see if I can pull up the game. Hold on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Well, this is the stats of the game. 119 to 108. Let's start with the Denver Nuggets, bro. As you're looking at the score right now and the players, of course, Jamal Murray had 37 points off of 15 out of 29, 15 out of 29 shooting from the two, and he shot 4 for 7 5 for 11 from the three. In 42 minutes, you got Nikola Jokic had 24. You had KCP had 17. You had Michael Porter had 14. Bruce Brown had 15. So you have five guys in double figures. And you go over to the Lakers side right here. Let me go ahead and move this out the way so y'all can see better. See the Lakers right here. You got AD leading them with 28 points, and you got two LeBron James and Austin Reeves are 23 points apiece, and then you got Rui Hachimura with 13 points. Going back to Denver side, bro, what is something that you see automatically? It doesn't even have to be points, but what do you see with the Denver Nuggets with your eyes and also with the stat sheet about what's going on? Bro, I'm gonna let you handle it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I watched that game last night with Vic, man, our brother, and they couldn't stop Murray in the first half. They couldn't do nothing with him. And, you know, sticking to the topic of coaches today, you would think that they would have figured something out within the first 5 minutes, because between him in the first quarter, between him and Porter, they were just dropping bombs on him, especially Murray. Murray was just, I don't know, my man was out there looking like Baby Jordan for a second there. You know, he cooled off after the second half, but I mean, that's the first question you gotta answer. Yo, what we gonna do with Murray? Because they would just let him do what the hell he wanted to do. And then secondly, even though Joker really wasn't, you know, performing as well, he was still very key into the playmaking of things as he usually is. So yeah, he wasn't scoring like he normally was in that first half, and he kind of got his points, you know, just throughout the game, but it wasn't as impactful as he normally is. But he still was very key in far as the chemistry and the role of everybody else that's kind of going around him. But Murray, I don't know, man. I think he was on some personal stuff last night. I don't know what was going on with him, but they definitely needed it. And Denver needed it, to be honest with you, because I honestly feel like without Murray, they probably could have lost that one. But, I'm going to jump straight because that, to me, just right out the gate, Murray was really the key in why they won. But jumping to the Lakers, bro, first of all, AD, hit your free throws. What's going on? Like, hit your free throws, bro. And there was a play I saw when he literally, they replayed it. AD, I don't know, it was the third quarter or what, he went up and the dude hand is even above the rim and he missed the whole damn rim. I'm like, what? Are you not? Because to me, that's, as a player, that's focus. You're not zoned. Dunk it. Yeah, you right there. Just throw it over in the basket. Just hang on the rim, dunk it, right? And hit your free throws. And then on top of that, he easily would have had 30 points. He would hit all his free throws. But then on top of that, LeBron, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? I done seen two plays where you on the ground holding yourself, but then when they replay it, because I thought something happened that I didn't see, but when they replayed it, nobody touched you. What you on the ground for? What's going on, man? Do you know that slows down the pacing and the chemistry and the transition of your team when you slow it down like that? Can't nobody get in the groove when everybody got to stop. I mean, granted, when he hit the referee in the face, and you have to stop for that. But it's like, what's happening? And then he tries to get on Murray. He tries to play defense, but I think them old knees just wasn't really helping him out. So he tried. I give him that. But at the end of the day, man, if the Lakers want to have any chance of winning, you have to capitalize when their main stars are not playing well. Joker was not playing well. He was not playing well. You got to eat. You got to take advantage of that. And that's more to say that even though Joker wasn't playing well, it was a close game. Really, the whole game. It was really close. It's like they'll kind of fall back, then they'll come back, they'll even out, then they got ahead a little bit, and then they just start dropping down. Then, of course, in the fourth quarter, as Denver has been showing us through the whole playoffs itself, they just go ahead and finish you off. They just cut your head off. So it's like, yo, man, BJ, me and you talked about this, before we even started the show. I just think LeBron just accept the fact that, it's been 20 years, you're missing layups, you you tried to have a takeover spirit in the fourth quarter when it didn't matter. Then you missed the damn shots. It's like you're on the ground crying. To me, it's just like, look, man, accept the fact that, hey, I had a good run. My legs ain't like they used to be. I don't have the prime Miami Heat legs no more. I take a contract to where it's, only pays me a few million or 20 million so I can play with my son. If that's really your wishes, LeBron, as a man, as a father to father, that's what you want to do. Just start going ahead and getting everything organized now to where, accept the fact that you're just not what you used to be. It's okay. Jordan had to go through it. Kobe had to go through it. All the greats have to go through it. LeBron, I say this with love in my heart. You're one of the best players that ever played the game. Even though I have my bias about you, I do love your game. I do love your IQ as a basketball player. But, bro, and also I want to give you kudos, LeBron, as I give you your exit, story. I do want to give you kudos to take a team that was built around you in short notice and get them to the Western Conference Finals. That's very big, right? That shows how much IQ you have and how much time you put into your body to stay out there with them. But, brother, you are hurting the team at this point. You were really hurting them. And what they needed last night was a killer. And AD, you're going to take some blame for this too, because ain't no way in the world that Mr. Austin Reeves AR-15 should be outplaying both y'all. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to a Laker game thinking that Austin Reeves is that guy, LeBron and AD. The hell is going on? Come on now. You can't have little Austin Reeves out there looking like some dude that works at the iPhone store, making y'all look like y'all the damn bench players. He playing with heart. He going up against Joker and Porter, all these 6 above 5 players, his body and trying to get to the basket. The hell, come on, AD and LeBron. That's not a good look. It's not a good look, brothers. So LeBron, I say this with all love, man. Go ahead and just, hey, you had a good run. You had a good run. I mean,
just
that
hang it up, huh? Just hang it up.
Just hang it up, brother. And I love you. I mean that. I love you, man. Thank you for what you brought to the NBA. I really mean that. But just hang it up. Go ahead, BJ.
I wish I really had some eulogy music right now because, hey, this is what goes to. Father Time is undefeated, man. Let me just break down the game first. First of all, let's give the Denver Nuggets some credit. They up 3-0, and this is why I love Coach Mike Malone, man. Coach Mike Malone, I could play for him any day. He seemed like he's a player's coach. He seemed like he's a ride or die type of coach. He had an interesting thing to say after the post game, after game 2. He said when the Nuggets won the first game, no one was talking about the Nuggets. No one was talking about the Denver Nuggets. They were saying like the Lakers had adjustments for game 2. They figured something out. And they had, this figured out. And then the Nuggets got no praise. Nikola Jokic had a historic triple-double game. Y'all had I think he had close to 40 points in game 1. And then Jamal Murray, had a great game himself. No one's talking about the Nuggets. No one really talks about them. Even me, myself, throughout the season, I was having my doubts about the team because I didn't know they were a playoff contention team. But I'm like, damn, just a couple years ago in the bubble when they were fully healthy and made it to the conference finals, they beat my team. They beat the Clippers. Come back from 3-1. They came back 3-1 against the Utah Jazz. But what was the narrative always, Rick, that the Clippers blew a 3-1 lead? Mm-hmm. No one talks about how the Nuggets were actually a good team. They have scoring with Jamal Murray. They have Nikola Jokic, who's the MVP. They have pieces on that team. They have length. They have athleticism, right? Their defense ain't worth much, but offensively, I'll take that back. Defensively, they're actually pretty solid this year with KCP and Bruce Brown. Jamal Murray playing defense. Nikola Jokic, quiet as kept. He's not a great athlete defensively, but he does be in good position on defense. He has pretty quick hands. He's good positioning, good awareness, all that. So it's personal for the Nuggets right now. I had somebody say the Lakers are going to be fueled after what Coach Malone said, calling the Lakers out, which I don't think they really called them out. He's just like, look, y'all gave the Lakers all this press time and they lost, but y'all don't want to talk about us, the winning team. And it's all because the Lakers are just the, NBA Cinderella team. They get, all the calls. They get all the that's what it's been over the last really 4 years since LeBron been there. That's what it's been. And people seeing that shit. People seeing the one-sidedness when it comes to calls. People are seeing like the one side of the media. You got a show called Undisputed right now, who really is all about LeBron James and the Lakers. Shannon Sharp. That's all he talks about, LeBron James. That's all Skip Bayless and them talk about. They don't even talk about other teams in the league who actually are playing well. So that's what people are getting annoyed and getting tired of. Right? So as far as I'm concerned, last night really just showed me that the Denver Nuggets want to sweep this team. Shout out to my man Bruce for the comment saying that he said that the Nuggets have to step on their necks. They can't allow the Lakers to, get any type of life. I don't think the Nuggets are trying to play with this team. I think they're trying to eliminate them because they feel like they've been disrespected. LeBron James. You've had a 20-year career. You have arguably the best resume outside of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of all time. You have awards. You have you're four-time champion, four-time Finals MVP, four-time season MVP, leading scorer of all time. You are probably the most athletically gifted player next to Will Chamberlain of all time. Right? You're going to lead in all the stats. You got all the stats going. You got the resume, got all that going. Bro, everybody gets old. Everybody gets old. When I see Austin Reeves, I'm with Rick. When I see Austin Reeves playing more with a chip on the shoulder than you jacking up threes, you're not the same guy anymore. And all his delusional fanboys that keep saying that LeBron James can carry like he did in 2016, bro, that was damn near 8 years ago. That is not happening no more. But I have to be like, it's not even LeBron's fault. You know why? Because this is what the media chooses to gas him up to be. Something that, he's no longer is right now, bro. This is what he said after they were down 0-2. He said, this is not the NCAA tournament. It's the first team to 4 wins. Well, it looked like you have to win at least one game now because if you don't, you're going home. So it is the NCAA tournament right now, LeBron. Can you come back from 3-0? Can you come back like you did in the Cleveland series against Golden State when almost 4 or 5 things had to happen to go in your favor? Steph Curry hobbling on one leg. Andrew Bogut gets hurt, their rim protector. Andre Iguodala, his back locks up. Draymond Green gets suspended for game 5. All those things had to happen for you to win that title. It don't look good, bro. It don't look good. I'm tired of seeing this, bro. I'm tired of seeing this. I don't want to see this no more. It's time to hang it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Bruce killing me with the Rick James, LeBron James Nuggets. And then what really got me, Bruce said Gianna Davis, Viola Davis, Anthony Davis Nuggets. Hey man, Bruce but that's just a testament to the Nuggets though, man. Like BJ said, you gotta show the Nuggets some love, man. They have been hard pressed, especially Joker. I find myself in here saying, Joker, you got them MVPs. Come on now. And hey, I've been quiet on him because he been shutting me up. So that's one thing about me. I am one of those people. If you shut me up, I'll be quiet. But if you start slipping, I'll start talking again. Hey, that's just how the game go, man. Hey, man, LeBron, again, man, like I said, I got to end it with all love. You have given us 20 years of fabulous basketball, man. Like BJ said, you're going to go down as one of the greats. I'm not even going to say nothing negative. You're a great community man outside of the game of basketball. Looks like you're a great father. Looks like you're a great husband. I'm sorry, to your wife. It's just, I as a man to a man, I have nothing but good things to say, and you have brought a lot to the game. But brother, I say it with all due love and respect. The way you played last night, I think it's just like me and BJ are saying. I think it's just time for you to start thinking about other options. You know what I mean? But that's all I got to say, BJ.
All right, man. Let's get some of our people in, man. Shout out to Get My Shine On, you know what I'm saying? Back in the building. What's good, brother? How you doing, man? What's good? What's good?
BJ, Rick, what's poppin'?
What's
What's
popping?
good?
What's popping?
Hey, BJ, I'm surprised you didn't put in this convo, and Rick too. Uh, it's time to lay down all that AD better than Paul George and Kawhi bullshit talk. It's time to lay down that AD better than Jimmy Butler bullshit talk. It's time to lay it down because when the Lakers need to close the game, I don't see no AD. I see stats throughout 4 quarters, but when it's time to close the game, I don't see no AD. Like BJ said, ever since the bubble, bro, AD's whole career, outside that damn bubble bullshit, his whole career, he ain't led no team nowhere on his own, and he damn sure ain't leading LeBron nowhere. We had this conversation yesterday, Rick. I don't know if you was in the building and hearing it or whatever, but we had this conversation yesterday that talking about AD over Jimmy Butler. Man, get the hell out of here, man. Rest in peace, AD and LeBron legacy. Both of them, bro. I hope Bruce is right. Lakers in 4 or whatever, but it don't matter. I mean, not Lakers in 4, Nuggets in 4. It don't matter. Lakers going home. With the coaching stuff, that is tough on Rick, on Monty. Rick, you got a good point there. I mean, he lost 2 starters. That was a tough hit. But I don't think they was going nowhere with Paul and Ayton, myself. They don't like BJ's always said, they don't look to have no poise, no killer instinct. KD's not leading the team nowhere. He just like AD ain't. Neither one of them boys leading the team nowhere. Booker ain't about that life. He gonna get his stats. Just like AD gets stats, Westbrook gets stats. There's a difference in getting stats and playing winning basketball and having that killer mentality. There's a difference in what they doing and what Jimmy Butler and Kawhi be doing. It's a difference. That's why they can win with less. But that's good points on the coaching. Doc Rivers, he's the most overrated coach there is. I got no sympathy over there for that. Especially when the Clippers team trying to say, hey man, you need to start playing Terrence Mann, Rocco, these other people, and Doc Rivers comes out and say, man, I coach how I want to coach. I ain't worried about y'all's analytics. Y'all ain't finna tell me shit. I do what I want to do. That's why he got fired. Kawhi PG got called in the office, had that meeting, got his ass up out of there. I'm surprised Ty's not up out of there. He still might be, because the Doc firing came out of left field. So this Ty Lue could be too. But yeah, that Monty situation, that is tough, Rick. But I don't think they had the poise. And Monty don't really make adjustments. It's like Rick, like you said, Rick. Why are you taking Ayton out the game? Because Ayton is basically telling, hey man, Chris Paul's getting the pick and roll switch. I got a mismatch and y'all ain't giving me the rock. That's like having Tyronn Lue guard Shaq on the pick and roll switch. You don't give Shaq the ball. It just don't make sense what they was doing over there. So, and that's old Monty. He's got to call timeout and say, hey, we got to get Ayton the ball when we get a pick and roll switch. The hell with you, Booker. The hell with you, Chris Paul. The hell with you, KD. I got a big center with a baby in the paint, and y'all don't want to give the man the ball. Why? Because y'all worry about your stats. That's why they're not going nowhere. So it's tough on Monty, Rick, but to bench Ayton and not give that man the ball when he's getting the pick and roll mismatches is absurd in my opinion.
Man, appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate my man. Get my shine on. Always a big pleasure. You know what I'm saying, Clipper. You know what I'm saying, faithful. My man, the realist. What's good, brother? What's good? What's good with you, man? Realist. All right.
You hear me, BJ?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. I say I'm not gonna celebrate yet with this whole Lakers in Denver. I'm gonna wait until they actually close it out. But yeah, LeBron looking old. And like I said in the chat, once when if the Lakers get put out, we gotta listen to the media talk about Kyrie coming to the Lakers. Got to listen to the fans talking about Kyrie coming to the Lakers, and how they made it further than the Clippers, but I thought it's all about championships, so it don't matter how far they made it. If they didn't win the championship, that's all that matters. But I guess that's the new narrative now, and with the coaches, man, yeah, you know how that works, man. You can't get rid of the players, so you got to get rid of the coaches. Well, Monty, I kind of, the way he went out this playoff, I knew he was gonna get fired. With Doc, yeah, same thing. I want to see what the Clippers gonna do with Lou, because see, Lou trying to get a extension, and I think Lou.
Fuck that.
Huh?
I said, fuck that, man.
But no, I think Lou got the upper hand because he know, according to reports, other teams may try to grab him. So I think he do got the leverage in this situation. If the Clippers want to, BS him with that whole extension, because I think that's what Lou want now. He don't want to just play out his contract. He want the extension up front. Should we bring him back? I think Lou is the perfect coach for the Clippers, to be honest. You just got to get rid of them guys so he don't be forced to play them. But yeah, with the whole coaches getting fired, man, Doc, yeah, that, like I said, that ain't no surprise, man. Doc need to. If I'm Doc, I take a. I take a.
So you don't think you get rid of these favorites? You don't think Ty Lue can get more favorites? It's like, all right, my girlfriend cheating on me all the time. I take my car away from her. She can't drive it no more. She can't cheat no more. You really believe that?
Who you think is good out there for the Clippers?
Nick Nurse, defense first.
No.
Defense first.
No. What you think about that, BJ and Rick?
Go ahead. You got it, bro.
Nick Nurse to the which team? Clippers or Suns?
Clippers. The Clippers.
Clippers.
I mean, what's wrong with Lou?
He don't believe in defense. He want to keep putting offense on the court.
But then, okay, and I can see that perspective. But then it's like with Lou having, people getting injured all the time, how does he ever really get a thing going?
Right. I mean, that's the only alibi the man has is the injuries. But
it's a pretty good alibi, though, right?
That's a good one. That's the good one.
It is to an extent, but it's just like what Darvin Ham's doing with the Lakers.
Look,
you can't put a big like Darvin Ham. This is how he messing up on Jamal Murray. You can't put big guys on small stars. That I've been preaching this to Clipper Nation. You don't guard Jamal Murray with a 6'8", 6'10". These guys are good defenders, but they're not laterally quick enough. You got to have T-Mans, young Patrick Beverleys. You got to have young, small people with attitude and quickness to guard Jamal Murray. That Vanderbilt and that Hachimura, them boys is big. That's not going to work. That's stupid. But I don't think the Lakers going to – I thought the Lakers would tie the series 2-2, but the way they run these lineups, they're not going to do that. You got to put small defenders on small stars, always.
Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I was one to say during the season, I said, I need the Lakers to make the playoffs to knock off the Nuggets because I felt like we weren't going to be able to beat the Nuggets. I've been saying that all season long. I say, me being a Clippers fan, we can't beat the Nuggets. So I wanted the Lakers to knock off the Nuggets for us. See, I wanted the Lakers to get that 8 seed to knock off the Nuggets. Looking at this series, Denver is clearly better. Denver is on a mission. And, it is what it is. With the whole, the way with the Joker, you can't allow him to get other players going. See, Joker's really want to get his teammates going. So all that doubling him, no, that's not going to work. And that's why they losing at this point. They so
And then-
focused on the Joker, while all the other players are getting off.
Well, I disagree with that.
And
That's another thing, Dorillas. Hachimura should be starting, guarding Joker, and when Joker goes to back him down and get the advantage and head to the rim, he runs into AD. Instead of Vanderbilt ain't that Hachimura. I didn't know much about him. That dude can fucking ball, bro. Excuse my language. That dude can ball. They need to put him on. Well, it's too late now. Probably, they're not gonna win. The next game in Denver, if it gets back to Denver, it's over with. But
He can
they
ball.
should have had Hachimura
But he ain't no.
like they did the fourth quarter of the first game.
He ain't no Kawhi. He can ball. He ain't no Kawhi. I don't really think they're really focusing on him as much. But he ain't no how they trying to. Oh, he's the next Kawhi. No, he ain't no next Kawhi. Shit.
You never hear me say that. I said the dude can ball. Kawhi's the best player in the league. He's been that way for past 6, 7, 8 years. The injuries is allowing everybody else to win, so Kawhi can't show you who is who. But what I was saying was put somebody else on, put Hachimura on Joker. They did it in the fourth quarter, game one, and it slowed them down big time. And then I thought for sure game two. Don't get me wrong, I want the Nuggets to win. So don't say I'm making excuses for the Lakers, but I thought they would put this stuff matters as a coach, bro. It matters. Like they have you remember when the Bulls beat the Lakers? Jordan got in foul trouble. They put Pippen on Magic, right? The next game,
right.
Phil Jackson made the adjustment because Pippen wasn't handling him right. He put Jordan back on Magic, changed the series. But Jordan was in foul trouble. That's a misconception. A lot of fans realize, well, Pippen had to guard Magic. No, he did. He only did that when Jordan was in foul trouble that game and a half or whatever. But they got to meet AD at the rim with Joker. You can't allow Joker to go at AD, and then who's gonna meet him at the rim? I was wrong too, Dorillas. I really thought AD would give Joker problems. I ain't gonna say Joker's gonna score 5 points, but I figured he would hold him down to like 24, 25 points. That wasn't working either. But coaching, coaching matters, man. You got to make the right lineups, the right adjustments, and all year long, I seen terrible stuff. That's why I say what I said about Ty Lue. Like, say you get rid of Morris, Reggie, and whoever's other favorite is. Who's to say the other 2 or 3 players ain't gonna come right in there and they're gonna be their favorite again? Because he obviously don't like Rocco and T-Man. So whoever comes in next is gonna be he gonna put them in front of them, which is wrong. So that's why I say he don't need to be there. I'll let y'all go.
Let me go to my man and shout out to the people in here, man. We got over 20 people. Let's hit them likes, man. Hit them likes up so we can get more people inside the chat, man. Very important. Appreciate y'all coming through. My man Mingle Jester, what's good, brother?
Yeah, what's going on, BJ? What's happening? But yeah, what Guy was saying, he I think he's just talking at this point. He's just talking. I think he like to hear himself talk, kind of sort of. But I think that's Shine over there. I think he like to hear himself talk. I believe, because first of all, that ain't gonna work. Putting Rui on Joker is not gonna work. Joker is not an average center. Joker is not your average center. You know the centers that just look to score. Joker is so 3-dimensional, which means he can do 3 things at once. It's hard to guard him. He can pass, he can shoot, and he can post you up. It's hard to guard that. You can't just say put Rui on him and then run him in the AD because he can pass to Jamal Murray, KCP, Bruce Brown, Michael Porter Jr. He can pass. That's what people keep missing. He can pass. He's not your average center. He's not an Embiid or one of those guys. This dude can pass. Right. So it's going to be harder to guard him. I don't care who you put on him. It's going to be harder to guard him because he got that passing aspect of his game. That's why that won't work. What he just said, put Rudy on him and run, that ain't going to work. That would not work. And I can promise you that won't work. Actually, they was doing that. And you see it wasn't working because Jamal Murray was kicking him just as well as Joker started cranking up. But furthermore, yeah, that ain't gonna work. Yeah, you might as well forget about that idea. But anyway,
starting to sign out time now. Ain't nobody gonna slow down, Booker. Just leave the defenders on the bench and just let him get 40 and 50 every night. That's not what you do. Nobody said it's going to work for them to win the series. It's an adjustment that has to be made, and you live with it. Could you either, like you just said, he gonna pass the ball. But here's the trick: you put AD on Gordon, and you make Gordon get 25+ points off jumpers and assists from jokers. And if he does that, you tip your cap. But you're not making him do that. Same with Booker. You don't just allow Booker to score 40 and 50 every night and just live with it. You don't do that. That's not smart.
Murray, not Booker. Booker played for the Suns.
No, I'm talking about Ty Lue and Darvin Ham. The adjustments that both of them made that or didn't make is what I'm saying. If you get beat, you get beat, but you don't sit there and allow.
They was focused on KD. They was focused on the wrong player that series.
That's my whole point. That's my whole point.
See, you kind of confusing. See, it ain't that you really could do with that. First of all, is what I'm saying. Regardless of who you put on, see, you going back to what Ty Lue did with the Suns. But what I'm saying is, I'm talking about the Lakers and Denver series. And what I'm saying is, see, that's not your average center, man. He can pass the ball. Right. No, but I'm going to go away from that. What I'm saying is Jamal Murray
couldn't pass. But you got to make Gordon get 25. You don't allow Jokic and Murray to continue to destroy you. You take the ball out of their hands.
And that's what they can do. They don't have nobody to guard those guys. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. They have nobody to guard those guys. Then not to mention the Lakers is a good 3-point shooting team. KCP, Bruce Brown, Michael Porter Jr., them guys can knock, Jeff Green, them guys can knock down 3. Even Jokic and Aaron Gordon can get out there and hit a 3 every now and again. So when you do that, whatever you're trying to do, which is switch, you're gonna try to guard Jokic with Rui and then run him in the AD, he can pass out to one of the shooters. They'll knock it down 95% of the time. That's how they kill the Lakers.
What I'm saying. You make Gordon score a lot of points. That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you. You just ain't hearing it.
But see, that's the thing. Gordon ain't gonna need to do that because they play as a team. That's what I seen with the Denver. They play as a team. They actually play as a team. Like I've never seen, besides the Spurs and Golden State, I've never seen a team outside of those two teams actually play like the Denver is playing now. They actually play like a team. Ain't nobody trying to be the hero. Ain't nobody trying to be Michael Jordan or whoever they're trying to be. They get out there and play like a team. Everybody play as a cohesive group. That's why they dragging the Lakers how they dragging them.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna see what I said in the finals.
Mega Justin,
you're gonna see what I said in the finals because Spoelstra not finna do that. They're gonna leave Aaron Gordon, and if Gordon finds a way to get 25 to 30, you live with it. You tip your cap, say y'all better team.
Dude, they're not doing that. That ain't how Denver play. That's not how Denver play. They're not dependent on one player. See, that's what you keep missing. You keep on saying tip your cap to Aaron Gordon if he get 20 to 30. That's not how they play. That's not their game. Right. That's not what they do.
You're going to see it in the finals.
If you notice, Denver really don't change up their style. Denver don't change up their style.
So let me ask you this. When Joker gets past Rui and he meets AD and there's 2 people on him, Gordon's standing wide open. The ball is going to Gordon. From that point forward, you do not over-rotate to Gordon. You make that man beat you, and if he beats you, you tip your cap. You can't tell me Joker's not going to pass the ball to the wide-open player, which would be Gordon if you take AD off of Gordon. You can't tell me Joker ain't going to make that pass. That's a smart play. And you live with it.
But this is what you're missing, though. Gordon can also shoot, too. And you keep saying live with it. You can't live with it when you can't live with it when you dive in the series. You can't just live with stuff. No, you can't, but you can't, though.
So you're going to live with Murray scoring 40 every night? You living with that? What you mean?
Either way, Shine, it's a double-edged sword at this point. It's a double-edged sword. I mean, you can't live with really nothing because we're down in the series.
Stab me with the end that Gordon's on there. That's all I'm saying. That's what I would do. I'm not saying I'm going to beat them. I'm just saying you got to make that adjustment.
Basketball wise,
about Booker and me and BJ said y'all overhyping this
basketball wise, he's not wrong because yes, you rather have your role players beat you rather than the star.
So no, you don't rather have your role players beat you because if your role players beat you, that means you really gonna lose the series.
Yes, you do. You make the role players send your ass home.
Right.
Man, your
You
role
make the role player
players is the ones that help you win the series, not the stars. People got to realize that.
So, but like he just said though, I'd rather Gordon take that 3 than
Exactly, bro.
Murray
This
going
ain't
off
hard as
on him.
everybody makes it out
So
to be,
yeah,
bro.
I mean that is right. That's right. But like you
If he
said,
beats you,
Mingo, Gordon can knock down that 3. He can
okay,
knock
make him
down
knock
that
it down.
3.
Make him hit 6 or 7 of them. Go ahead. Make him do it. So it's the same logic with what Westbrook. They leave him open for a reason. You do Gordon the same way.
Right.
If Gordon beats you, you tip
Right.
your damn cap. That's
But check this
all I'm
out, though.
saying. But you don't make
Right.
up a bunch of excuses and say, no. Gordon's that's like BJ Armstrong over there, the 3-point champion. No, we can't pass in the ball. No, he ain't no champion. You
But this
make
the
him
bad thing
do
about
it.
that, though. But this the bad thing. But this the bad thing about that strategy.
It's kind of like when Murray was having that bad game. It's kind of like when Murray was having that bad game, right? And he hit that first jumper and just took off. So now it don't matter who you put on him. He's already hot now.
Exactly.
But this
So
the bad thing
I
about
get
that strategy.
where he's
But hold
coming
on.
from.
This is the bad thing about that strategy, though. What Shine talking about. The bad thing about that strategy, but see one thing about that.
Let me first say this first. I didn't mean to mute you, Mingo. But let me just see what you got to say about what Shine and Mingo was talking about, man. I know some of y'all want to kind of hear Rick's opinion of mine, so I just wanted to kind of get that off real quick. Go ahead, Rick.
All right. So first off, what it sounds like Mr. Thomas is saying overall is that I'd rather get beat by Gordon than Joker. That's what it just sounds like.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's fine. But here's my input on it. I'd rather get beat by Joker or Murray than Gordon. Here's why. Because if I get knocked out by Mike Tyson in a championship fight, I don't think too many people, you're going to get laughed at and all that. But a lot of people are like, hey, man, that's Mike Tyson. Like, that's what he do. He knocks you out. Same thing with Joker. He's the former MVP. He's the main reason why this team is where they at. Like, he's the guy, right? Between him and Murray. But Joker's the big piece. But then if I let somebody in the amateur rounds knock me out, they're going to be like, why are you even trying to go pro, right? So my point is this. Gordon is a role player, and I get your strategy. I see where you're going with it. Like I said, it's not bad. But if I'm going to lose, I'd rather get beat by the champ. It's just it just makes more sense to me. I don't want to get beat by a person, the name I don't know. But if I get beat by Jordan or a big name like that, what are people going to say? What could he do? I mean, he is the greatest. He is the former MVP. What was he going to do? But if I get beat by somebody that shouldn't be beating you like that, to me, that's just the worst look. But I get your strategy, and you're just basically saying, I'd rather Gordon beat me than Joker. Perfectly fine.
Any smart coach is going to do that. You get the same way. Rick, put it this way: what does everybody do to the Clippers when they want to beat the Clippers? Whose hands do they trap and run blitzes and triple team to get the ball out of his hands? Whose hands do they worry about?
Kawhi.
Westbrook and T-Man?
Kawhi.
Exactly. They want the ball out of Kawhi's hands.
Denver
Same
did it in
thing
the
you do.
bubble.
And if T-Man hits 10 threes, bro, you live with it.
Right, you live with that.
It's the same shit that people do to Clippers. That's all I'm saying that we're supposed to do back. That's another reason that I'm against Ty Lue. He don't treat. This man patted himself on the back in a press conference and said, "I'm glad LeBron got 50. I pat myself on the back." You only said that because you was looking up to win that damn game. What about you giving up 50 to Cam Thomas? That's cool. But when you go into the meeting with the GM and he says, why should I keep you? Give me a reason why. And you say, because I'm just going to let Jokers and Murray get 40 and 50 every night. He going to say, exit the room. That's all. That's going to be a simple conversation.
He's still going to be fired regardless, though.
But maybe, but not if you got a smart GM that says, hey, man, I don't believe Aaron Gordon next year in the 7-game series is hitting this many threes to beat us. I believe you played it right. If that man continues to beat us, then you got a problem. You got a real problem. That means Aaron Gordon is that fucking good, or Terrence Mann is that fucking good. But that's how people try to beat the Clippers. They get the ball out of Kawhi's hands. They trap him the whole game. BJ has this argument with people all the time. They was like, man, people ain't double teaming LeBron like that. They ain't double teaming these people like that. Everybody's trapping Kawhi. They running blitzes at this man all night long.
Okay, I got you. You want Gordon to beat instead of I got it. But here's my point. If I'm gonna get fired anyway, and you said maybe to this, if I'm gonna get fired anyway, when I go home and tell my friends and family why I got fired, I'd rather say I got fired because of Murray and Joker than Gordon. That's all I'm saying. But
Yeah, I mean, we agree to disagree, and I respect that.
that's fine. All right, let's keep moving. That's fine. So now going back to the Nick Nurse, this is what I've been trying to say for the last 15 minutes. Going back to the Nick Nurse thing. Now you said something. You said that Kawhi Leonard is the best player, bar the injuries. You did say, that's paraphrasing. And you said, okay, without the injuries, right, he'll be the best player. And I have no issue with that statement. But then when I came to you and said, what difference would it make if Ty Lue or Nick Nurse was in Ty Lue's position? He had to deal with the injuries. You were like, there's no excuses. But then you gave Kawhi Leonard the excuse of him being injured. And that's keeping him from being the best. So what? I mean, what?
So Rick, I didn't say, even though Kawhi was injured, with or without Kawhi, I didn't say Ty Lue needed to put T-Man on the court and stop playing Morris and he was playing Reggie so much. I didn't say all that.
No. Let me go to my man Bruce real quick, and I'm gonna get back to you, Sean. My bad. Let me get it to Bruce. He just got in. Go ahead, brother. My man Bruce.
Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I hope you guys have a good Sunday, especially the Lakers fans and the
He's being petty. He's being petty.
To be a coach in the NBA, you have to be a jerk. You have to be a jerk. You have to be lucky. You have to be lucky. You have great players, and you have to know how to make adjustments. Monty Williams, to me, he doesn't know how to make adjustments. The former coach of the Bucks, he's got lucky. He had Giannis, and he was playing against Monty Williams. Doesn't know how to make adjustments, so he won the championship. So I don't think he was that good. So to be a coach in the NBA, and as Jokic said it last night, that's the worst job in the NBA. And you have a short leash. You have a short leash. And you have to be lucky. You have to be lucky, and you have to have great players, and you have to be a jerk. And Spoelstra was handpicked by Pat Riley. He's like his Pat Riley baby or creation. So that's why when Miami Heat was struggling, it's still there. Pat Riley, because I assume Pat Riley can talk in meetings and give advice. In regards to the Nuggets and the Lakers, Nuggets have to be greedy and win tomorrow. You have to, like I said in the comments, step their foot in the Lakers' neck. And LeBron is going to come with a mentality, hey, I won against the 73-9 Warriors. So he's going to think it's not over. And the Nuggets have to play great, the best basketball in the series. Jokic cannot have another first half where he was not playing well. He was passing the ball and not being aggressive. Yesterday, Mingo Jester and Sturdy said AD is better than Jimmy Butler, but AD is always doing empty calories. So I don't know. He had a 28. Was that a real impactful 28? Is AD still better than Butler? I didn't see AD. AD scored, but I didn't feel it. The Nuggets didn't feel it. It was like a mosquito.
Bruce, these are the stats. Bruce, these are the stats. Look at AD right here. These are the stats. So yeah, 28-18.
Empty calories, man. Empty calories. That's nothing. He was not dominating. If you're the best player, as Mingo Jester and Sturdy said, he's so good. Why I don't see any impact? Why they don't give him the ball in the end of the game? And it's like, oh, the Nuggets are making a comeback. Give me the ball. And they let a former great player shooting all those threes.
Yeah, that's
He
not his
don't he don't get the
character.
ball. He don't get the ball because he don't demand the ball, and that's part of my thing.
Right.
That's why I can't.
That's not
This
his
is why
character.
I can't be this Anthony. I can't get on this Anthony Davis train, bro. He don't have the mindset of a number one, bro. He don't have it. He don't have it. It's not in him. You can try to make him get it. You can try to preach him to get. He don't have it. He don't have it.
I agree with you, BJ. And that's what I was saying yesterday. Yes, talent-wise, he's better than Jimmy. But that mindset, man, he don't have it, man. He don't have it.
Yeah, man. Let's go to my man, Glover Boy. Welcome to the show, brother.
Hey, I just want to ask the dude just said AD better than Jokic. How he better than Jokic? Tell me how he better than Jokic.
Who said that? Me?
No, winner. Whoever winner is.
I didn't say that. I think AD has more talent than Jokic, but Jokic is a better player. And I think until last night, I thought he was the best player.
Better than Jimmy.
Okay. I thought I heard it. I thought you.
Oh, but you got something on the game, bro? Anything on the topic?
What was the topic? I just came in.
So we talking about the game last night, and we talking about what the Lakers get swept, and we talking about NBA coaches being fired. What's your take on that?
Oh, the Lakers they gonna lose in 5. They ain't gonna lose in 4. But you can call that a gentleman's sweep, I guess. That's what they call it these days. But they ain't gonna lose 4 in a row. And if anybody out there saying Ty Lue need to be fired, they wrong for that. I don't understand that. How can you fire? Huh?
Who your team?
Clippers.
Okay, welcome to the show. You in the right spot. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't understand how they can say Ty Lue need to be fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was without his 2 best players in the playoffs, and they still did a good job. They got to the playoffs. That counts for something, don't it?
Yeah, I think more time people just are frustrated with how he coached this season. Like, he was just doing boneheaded stuff. Like, I got up here many times talking about how his rotations and all that, even when he had Kawhi and PG, it just looked like he was just throwing games. We know he can coach, and that's why I think people got frustrated with him.
The only thing I got against Ty Lue is he played Marcus Smart. I mean, whatever, Morris.
Marcus Morris. Yeah, Marcus Morris.
But other than that, man, like, the man a good coach. He gets some new pieces in there. Like, you got to move. Like, I know they be talking about what's my guy's name? Terrence Mann. He a good piece. Don't get me wrong, but you can move him for somebody else. They can come in.
I think they should keep Mann because he's young.
Man, you got to move them boys, man.
To get who? Who you gonna get for Terrence Mann?
There's some more players out there that can be, you know what I'm saying, some assets.
I think you got to keep some youth on your team though, and he's the youth.
So okay, so if they don't move them, so what they gonna do? Come in with the same team they just had?
Now see, they made some minor moves at the trade deadline. They got Bones Highland and Russell Westbrook and those guys. They got on the thing it was Paul George and Kawhi Leonard got injured. That was the problem. I think they would have beat the Suns if Paul George and Kawhi was healthy.
They didn't even.
It wasn't the other guys. It was Paul George and Kawhi.
Man, you need okay. Paul George and Kawhi were hurt. You need another big scorer, bro.
But see, they was hanging in. If you watch that Suns game, that last game when they eliminated the Clippers, if you watch that game, they was hanging in there with the Suns, with just Russell Westbrook and Norman Powell.
Did they get it done, bro?
But they didn't have their 2 best players. Of course not. You see where I'm going with that, right? Never mind.
If Eric Spoelstra was the coach of the Clippers beat the Suns. Ty Lue is not. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Bruce. So you think if Eric Spoelstra was the coach of the Clippers, and you think they beat the Suns without Paul George and Kawhi?
Yes.
Nah, he's not that good of a coach. I disagree. I don't think
he's
so.
not that good. Okay, all right.
He's not that good of a coach. Hell no.
Okay. So
Even with that team now,
is Ty Lue better than Eric Spoelstra?
I mean, Ty Lue got. Eric Spoelstra got 2 championships, but yeah, he's better slightly. He's slightly better than Ty Lue. But my thing is though, even with that team he got now,
how?
Huh? What you mean how?
How is he better than Ty Lue?
Who are you talking about? Eric Spoelstra?
Yes.
Oh no, Eric Spoelstra is a better coach. He's slightly better though, but he's a better coach than Ty Lue now.
He's not. Man,
Let's not get it twisted now.
Cut it out.
Slightly, but he's better.
Cut it out. You put Ty Lue over there you put Ty Lue in the East Coast. You give him. I just say give him New York Knicks, for example. Give him the Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks get swept.
Listen there, Bruce.
Look at the coach.
Yeah, he's gonna put Yvonne Fournier to start. All the bad players.
And you don't know that because you ain't seen it.
Well, that was my only problem with Ty Lue though. Why the hell would he play Rocco? I just ain't know what the hell his problem was with that. Why wouldn't he play him? I didn't understand that. Even with the Suns, if he would have played Rocco, maybe Rocco could have neutralized Devin Booker or one of those guys. Maybe he could have did a better job than what they was doing. I don't know.
Stop it. It's easy for us to sit up here and say that, man, this man making the money. He evidently he a coach for a reason, bro.
Because he's making the money, he's a great coach. Okay.
I'm saying he a coach for a reason, bro.
But
he's making the money, so obviously he's a good coach. That's why you said.
Man, that's nonsense when you're talking about. Just because he's making the money don't make him a good coach like Bruce said.
All I'm saying is he's a coach for a reason, bro.
He's not a coach for a reason because everybody that's a coach is not a good coach. Look at Steve Nash, for example. Trash. Mike D'Antoni, trash. Like, just because you're a head coach don't mean you good.
Do you see Ty Lue going anytime soon?
No, but see, Ty Lue not trash, bro. His rotations are bad. I agree with BJ.
He's still there.
Let me go to this question from Jason Mers, man. Appreciate y'all coming here, man. We got about probably 15, 20 minutes left. Top 5 coaches in the league right now. What are y'all opinions on the top 5 coaches in the NBA? I'm gonna start with
Ty Lue is not top 5, but go ahead, guys.
let me start. I'm gonna start with Rick. Who you think the top 5 coaches in the NBA are, bro?
I mean, right now, let's look at the teams that are still surviving, right? So, what is it, Mike Malone, Denver?
Yeah.
That's going to have to be one. Spoelstra looking pretty good. I mean, he got the number 8 seed out here playing like they number 1s. So, he got to go up there. We talking about right now. I mean, you got now, I do want to, it's weird because what's the brother's name with the Celtics? Because he just started with them.
Yeah, you can't remember his name, so
you know what, Bruce, you right. I'm a roll.
Joe Mazzulla.
Mazzulla and Bruce, you right about that. But the reason why I said he's kind of weird is because he got put in that spot and they're in the Eastern Conference Finals right now. So I show a little love to him, but I don't know him that well. But the other 3.
Darvin Ham, got to go with Darvin Ham.
Man.
But see, okay, when you say Darvin Ham, did Frank kind of build that up?
You said what?
Did Frank Vogel kind of build it up before he left, though?
How? They switched. They got a whole new team.
I got you. But let's see. I got 3 more. So I got Spoelstra. I got Mike. And then, of course, I'm putting Budenholzer up there. It's subjective. You ain't gotta agree. Let's see. Last 2. And then I know y'all going back and forth, but I like Lue. So I'm put Lue up there.
He gotta be.
I got Lue up there, so that's 4. And I'm gonna go with Monty. Even though some people don't like him and they got their reasons, I'm gonna go with Monty. That's 5.
I mean, shouldn't the coach be having a job before the top 5? I mean,
that's why I said I know it's controversial, but that's just me.
I mean, you said 2 fire job to fire the head coach.
That's why I was getting there with it. How you gonna have them?
Bruce, I ain't start with you. I ain't start with you today.
Man, Mike Malone, Steve Kerr. Come on, man. Spoelstra, that's 3. Come on. I think the OKC head coach is good.
My start 5 is a little different. Well, I mean, say my top 5 head coaches are a little different.
Don't be scared of Bruce. Tell your 5. Bruce over
here. Yeah, because I got Ty Lue. I got Ty Lue, Eric Spoelstra. I got Tom Thibodeau, Steve Kerr, and I don't know. I got 2 people I can put in that 5th spot.
Man, give some credit to Mike Brown, man.
I guess I go with Mike Brown. You're right. I got Mike Brown.
Man, y'all overlooking Mike Brown, man.
Mike Brown. I go Mike Brown right.
That's true.
Yeah, I go Mike Brown right there. That was a good pick. He wasn't one of my 2, but yeah, I go with Mike Brown. That's a good one.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Glover boy? What you got?
Mike Brown, Ty Lue, Steve Kerr, the Nuggets coach, Mike Malone, and I go with Miami coach, Eric Spoelstra.
I think
I like Hope's list. I like her list.
I like Hope's list too.
Yeah, I like her list.
She said Steve Kerr, Spo, Malone, and Ty Lue. That's 4 coaches though. What's your 5th coach? Mike Brown got to be up there. He's the coach of the year.
That's right. He got to be up there.
He got to be up there. It's something to say with a team like Sacramento who didn't even make the playoffs the last since 2006, and then you get a team as a 3rd seed in the Western Conference and they playing like the way they playing. He definitely has a method for success. So I got to put him right there.
Man, Andre, Doc is not top 5, man. He's not top.
Hey, I was gonna stay quiet.
Yeah, Doc was probably top 5 like when he was with the Celtics, but he ain't top 5 now.
Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, man.
It's not even top 10.
Well, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think Doc Rivers be back coaching next year?
Oh, he'll be back. He gets in there somehow, some way.
He shouldn't be back, but he'll be back.
Be back.
He shouldn't be.
If you won the first round championship, you can have Doc Rivers.
He gonna be back.
If I was Ty Lue right now, I'd call Doc Rivers and see do he want to come to the Clippers and be assistant head coach.
Man, hell no. I don't want him, bro. I don't want Doc back, bro. He can stay where he at.
I call him right now. Come on, Doc.
He said I call him right now.
Nah.
I'll
bro.
blow this whole organization up.
Hey,
I'm sorry to say this, but if you vomit something, you go back to vomit. Did you vomit?
Hey, I got a question.
What's up, Bubba? Sixer fan here.
So out of the coaches y'all named, which coach led his team to back-to-back 50-point win seasons?
Monty Williams did.
No, the Suns didn't win 50 games this year.
Steve Kerr?
No, well, the 2 years prior to this year. 2 years.
No, I'm talking about last year and this last season and this season.
Oh, okay.
Okay. None of the coaches I named. None of the coaches.
But Doc Rivers did, so Doc Rivers don't count.
Oh my God!
Because the playoffs matter, man. He ain't getting it done in the playoffs.
Yeah, man. We ain't talking about the regular season, man.
I guess you gotta get it done in the playoffs, bro.
Got
really, the coaches we named, they weren't missing. They were missing, like they weren't healthy. You know, Denver wasn't healthy. The Clippers weren't healthy. You know, say the Warriors weren't healthy. Sacramento, you can make a case, but I think that's more impressive what Sacramento did than what Doc did because he don't have no stars on his team. De'Aaron Fox is a rising star.
Bro, he had 2 All-Stars on that team.
You talking about Doc Rivers? I mean, talking about the Kings?
Yeah.
Sabonis and Fox. I mean, yeah, but it looks more impressive to me what the Kings are doing with that team.
Isn't James Harden top 75 and Embiid MVP? And you lost to the Celtics, right?
They can't get past that second round, Bruce.
Harden is out of his prime.
What?
Harden is out of his prime.
Didn't he win game 1 and another game for you?
I mean, yeah, he was good enough to give a performance like that, but he couldn't sustain it throughout the course of the series.
So it's only Harden. What about Tobias Harris getting paid for as an All-Star?
Trash.
He showed up a couple games. He didn't show a couple games.
Trash.
So it's more the players.
y'all ain't got Udoka in the top 5.
It's more the players, not the coach.
Well, Udoka. Oh,
If he would have
Big
coached
Tom,
it,
we said Spoelstra, man.
We said Spoelstra,
Eric Spoelstra, man.
Don't come in here.
Oh
shooting
my
us
gosh,
up,
man. You gonna come in here and start tearing shit up. We said Eric Spoelstra, coach. I said that was my first person. Yeah, I said
Spoelstra is the best coach right now.
Spoelstra's the best coach in the league, man.
Now stay
Man,
on that
stop
side
the
and then
cap,
we fire
man.
this
Stop
up.
the cap, man.
No, we don't want coming in here blowing us up.
He is. Bro.
How many finals Eric Spoelstra been to after he gets to this next one?
Man,
add them all up. This is 6.
Bro, he's
6 without LeBron. You got a few with LeBron. You got a few without LeBron.
Yeah.
Spoelstra the best coach in the league, bro. And he's mentored. He's mentored by Pat Riley. Come on, man.
Yeah,
everybody forgot about Udoka. Udoka's a damn good coach. Steve Kerr, Mike Malone, Udoka, Spoelstra.
I mean, Udoka only had 1 year.
I put my 5 down there in the live set.
Udoka only had 1 year.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
If he do it in Houston, I'll give him like great coach. But he only has 1 year. 1 year.
Okay, so you think Boston's down 0-2 at home if Udoka's coaching?
We don't know.
I don't know.
I didn't ask if we know. I said, do you think that?
Well, no.
I don't know.
Bro, that's a hypothetical question. We don't know.
It's a question. It's a question. Do you think that? Yes or do you think? Yes or no? He's down 0-2 going back to Miami.
I know. At least they win 1 game because this coach right now doesn't know. He's over his head. It's over.
Okay. So that gives Udoka credit. Who? What about the rest of y'all? One at a time. Y'all let me know. Who? Not. I know he ain't there. What do y'all think? Not a hypothetical. What do y'all think? Because we all speaking our personal opinions. So if you're gonna speak opinion about everything else, this is opinion too. What is Udoka down 0-2 going back to Miami?
Man, he'll be up 2-0, man.
I know.
Okay. That's 2. That's 2 giving Udoka credit. I give him Udoka credit. That's 3. How many? BJ, Rick?
I don't think. I think personally, it would be at least 1-1.
Okay, that's 4. That's 4 credits to Udoka.
Out coached by Spoelstra. That ain't a question. Spoelstra out coaching his ass.
Udoka went 7 games with Spoelstra last year.
Hey, I just want to ask y'all one thing. What was the number one thing y'all was talking about when the Milwaukee Bucks played the Heat? They need to get the ball out of whose hand?
Which team?
When the Milwaukee Bucks just played the Heat, when the Heat was going crazy, one player was going crazy on the Heat. Who was everybody saying they need to run a double team at him, but they would not run a double team at him?
It was Jimmy
Butler.
Okay, do you not think my man just was at the Celtics last year? Great defensive coach, just like Milwaukee head coach, great defensive coach. He would have ran a double team at Jimmy Butler.
There you go.
Yeah, we all know that. I mean, Tom Thibodeau did that, and he actually limited Jimmy. If you look at Jimmy's numbers in the first round, the second round, it actually went down.
Thibodeau is not a good head coach to me because he doesn't know offense. And
yeah, but defensively.
When you have Julius Randle, do the same move all the time, and you don't have Julius Randle, go to the barber. You're not a good head coach, man.
Yeah, Randle needs to post up more. Bruce is right. Randle's too damn big. Randle's like Embiid, too damn big, be out there acting like you damn Jason White chocolate, Jason Williams, dribbling, crossing over, shooting jumpers and shit. Too damn big for that.
First of all, Julius Randle is not big as Embiid. That's number 1. And number 2, because Julius Randle is like a small forward, power forward type. He's not no Embiid type. So the way he's doing it fits his game because he's not a post-up player. That's why they got Mitchell Robinson. But No. I
So
don't
Mitchell
know.
Robinson is a post-up player.
So Randall can't post up. Randall can't bully
No,
smaller
that's
people.
not
If,
his.
if,
That's
if
not
you
his
playing
game.
You
smaller,
said
if you playing
That's not
small
his
they
forward,
have
game.
like you
Mitchell
could
He's
play
not
small
Robinson.
forward.
Embiid.
So is Mitchell
He,
Robinson posting up?
that's not his game. He's not Embiid. Not even a little bit.
So who's posting up on the Knicks? Because every
Nobody. Nobody. They're a jump
They
shooting
got a
team.
point
You
guard
might as well
posting
say.
up, and Big Randall's outside. Think about that, bro. Come on, man.
Randall ain't that big. Why you keep saying big Randall? Randall ain't that big.
Randall is the grown man, but what you? That man ain't
Bro,
skinny.
Randall is like 6'9", 6'10", maybe 30 maybe?
That
in the
motherfucker is
in the
swole, cuz. What
NBA
the
right
hell?
now, Randall is big. In the NBA right
He's
now,
not he's not as big as Embiid. He
I
said
didn't say he
Embiid
was as
type.
big as Embiid. I said you
You
have
said
two
Embiid type.
guys big trying to play outside and dribble and cross over and shoot jumpers. That's what I said.
Now I agree with you on Embiid. Now Embiid should be in the lane. He should be in down low. But Randall, no, that's not his game. That's not his game. His game is what he be doing, pulling up, shooting three. That's his game. You can tell.
shooting three.
Trying
Well,
to
that's a
post him
bad
up, I
game.
don't think he'll be
That
That's
don't
a
make it
bad
effective.
right,
game.
though. That's all we're saying. That don't make it right.
But what I'm saying
The
is
man is
trying
not
to
taking
post him
advantage
up.
of his gifts.
But trying to post him up would be good because I don't think that's his strength. Trying to post everybody ain't a post player. Trying to post him up, I don't believe will work.
Well,
Aren't you
there's
as
some
a
games that
basketball
do.
player? Aren't you as a basketball player to work on your weaknesses? Shouldn't post game be his strength one day, one season? Shouldn't he work on that?
And what
Yeah.
I've seen Randall go in that paint when he wants to and be an absolute animal. Get like 3 or 4 offensive rebounds in a row, flex on everybody, go up, dunk the ball. When he wants to, he'll go in that paint and go crazy when he wants to.
Well, when you're doing that, that's not posting up. That's just getting offensive rebounds and whatever you're talking about. That's not posting up. You said post
If you
up.
post up, you can do the same thing, though. That's how you get inside the paint.
Not necessarily. Because people got different moves that they get inside. Players got different moves that they get them inside the paint. Not just posting up.
Okay. So if he's gonna stay outside and shoot bricks all night, then you need to trade him. So why ain't the coach say trade? Like we can't just keep making excuses.
Because Julius Randle was their best player for a while until Jalen Brunson came.
Okay, where that best player was getting them without Brunson?
I mean, they made the playoffs without Brunson.
And then what happened?
They did the same. They did Brunson. They made the playoffs, and nothing happened. Same thing.
Right. What did Randall do?
So yeah.
Yo,
Julius
let me
Randle's overrated.
get to my man Kirkland, man. Just pulled up, man. We got 10 minutes left on the show, man. I'm gonna let y'all finish it off, but let's go with Kirkland real quick, and then we'll end up with the show. What's good, bro?
What's going on, BJ?
What you got, man? What you got?
What was your topic? Like tonight's game?
The topics is the game yesterday, and also about coaches being fired. What's your take on all these coaches being fired?
Well, Doc Rivers. I mean, I think he's his limit as a head coach. So I agree with his firing. Monty Williams, he lost 2 back-to-back second rounds, losing by 30 plus. So he needed to be fired. The Bucks head coach, he needed to be fired because he made no adjustments on Jimmy Butler. But it seems like every team can't make an adjustment on Jimmy Butler, so I can't really blame them. But at the same time, they just let one man beat them. So he kind of had to get fired, and they had the number 1 seed. So I kind of agree with all the head firing coaches. Like, I do agree with all that. Now, that Lakers and Memphis, I mean, not Lakers and Memphis, Lakers and Nuggets. I'm actually glad the Lakers are getting their ass kicked because, let's be honest, it should be Warriors and Nuggets. It shouldn't have been Lakers and Nuggets. Like, Lakers should have lost to the Warriors if Jordan Poole, Wiggins, and Klay Thompson shows up, and none of them showed up. So, to me, I'm happy that the Lakers are getting their ass whooped because they're a very low IQ team. Well, not very low, but they're not as high as the Nuggets. And you can't stop Jamal Murray or Jokic. So that's just my personal opinion. So.
All right. Go ahead, Hope. We got you. Got Hope in the building. Go ahead. Hope. Is her mic off?
I hear birds.
She muted herself. She Hope.
Yes, I'm here.
All right. What you got?
Can you remind me what y'all talking about again?
We talking about the game. We talking about the coaches right now, like getting fired. What's your take on coaches being fired now?
I don't agree with that. But at the end of the day, they have to blame somebody. So they're gonna blame the coaches. I don't agree with Monty Williams getting fired because at the end of the day, I do believe that they didn't have enough chemistry together. But I want to answer this one guy's question. He said Doc Rivers was top five. Yeah, Doc Rivers may be top five as in losing coaches, but that's about it.
But that's bad when you got a female in here talking shit about Doc.
Overrated coach, most overrated coach in the NBA by far.
What he said? Repeat that.
Doc Rivers is the most overrated coach. That's just me.
I agree.
Yeah. What you think about the game last night?
I think the Lakers missed their opportunity because the Joker was struggling in the first half. Well, in the first three quarters, he was struggling, and once he got going in the fourth quarter, that was it. And I don't think the Lakers gonna get swept. I think they're gonna lose in Denver in Game 5, though. LeBron is not that dude no more. I don't know why people think he is. Yeah, he's playing at a medium level, but he ain't that dude no more. And
That's
Anthony
bad.
Davis is the softest big man ever.
Hey, Hope. Hey, Hope. Is Anthony Davis better than Jimmy Butler?
No.
I think, but I can't say that because they play two different positions. But I can say that Jimmy Butler got more heart than Anthony Davis.
So,
Which
if
means
it was Game 7 and the teams were equal,
Jimmy Butler is who I go with.
all right, that's what I
You hear
thought.
that, Mingo Jester? Sturdy.
I don't agree with that one now.
I agree with
You say Game 7?
Game 7. I'm
Butler
not
all
taking on
day.
Anthony Davis. That man gonna fold up.
Nah, man. They play. It depends, bro. Look at the matchup. He playing Jokic. If they were playing Miami, bro, they're.
I don't even think that. I think Anthony
I don't
Davis
think so.
is soft.
We gonna find that. We gonna find out next round, ain't we?
He's soft. Anthony Davis is soft.
I agree with that, bro. I mean, AD's a better talent than Jimmy Butler, but come on, man. You want Jimmy Butler? I mean, he got that MJ killer, bro. I want Jimmy for Game 7. I don't want
Okay.
Anthony Davis. I want
You
Jimmy.
said we're gonna find.
Every time I look at Anthony Davis, like last night when I watched Anthony Davis try to run up and down the court, he looked older than LeBron trying to get up and down the court. And I just don't trust that. He had 28 points, 18 rebounds, but it wasn't effective. They still lost by 11.
Right. Dry stat.
Hey, my man, you said we're gonna find out next round, right? Just say if the Heats make it next round and the Nuggets make it next round. Okay, they're the two top teams, right?
Yeah.
So so I'm looking at it like this: the Nuggets gonna do the Heat the same way they doing the Lakers.
Heck
Chill out,
no.
bro.
No,
Chill out.
not happening.
Listen. Hey, my boy. When them games be played next week, bro, I want you to have this goddamn panel up because I'm gonna come in here every day.
I'm gonna have the same energy, the same battery, everything.
Well, if you want to catch me, you got to catch most of the time on the weekends. I be trying to be in here, but they West Coast, I'm East Coast. I get up early, but BJ tell you, Bruce tell you, everybody tell you, I'll be here. Now I do come in the comments after the video is over during the week and reply to damn near every topic. So I'll be in there, but I can't be on the panel. But I'll be here on the weekend.
BJ,
but let's be clear. Let's be clear what you're saying. You saying the same thing they're doing to the Lakers, which they're on the verge of sweep. So you saying they're going 3-0 to Miami Heat. Let's make sure the panel understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I disagree with that.
Yes.
Hey, I don't think the Nuggets. I think it's gonna be a tough series. Some tell me it's gonna be a tough series because I'm gonna tell you why. The
Y'all
rim
gonna be
protection.
surprised.
The one thing the Nuggets don't really have great is rim protection. I think Jimmy Butler is going to have a field day in that series.
All right.
And I think the guard play of the Miami Heat, the role players that they have with Gabe Vincent, Caleb Martin, Kyle Lowry, Max Strus, I think they're going to be able to compete with KCP, Bruce Brown, their scrappiness on both sides as well. The thing that the Miami Heat might have trouble with is going to, of course, be Jokic. That's going to be my question. But it's going to come down to what Bam does in that series.
Facts.
I think Jimmy Butler is going to be
But
able to
see,
control the tempo. I think he's going to be able to guard Jamal Murray.
See, that's my thing though. Everybody picking on AD, but guess what? Bam ain't gonna do shit. Bam ain't gonna be able to do shit, man.
That's true, but I mean, he can do. You see what Hachimura is doing to Jokic. Bam can actually kind of do that. Bam can actually play. He's just more mobile. He's more mobile than AD.
I'm so sick of that nigga named Hachimura. Man, y'all can stop with that.
Wait. Why is Bam not gonna be able to do anything? Jokic is gonna stop him? Jokic?
Yeah. Him and Gordon.
Jokic is a defender.
Him and Gordon put together down there in that bottom paint, man. They gonna be able to stop Bam.
Gordon ain't gonna be in the paint. Gordon gonna be outside worrying about Jimmy hanging 35 up.
Bam's not gonna stop Jokic, bro. But he's gonna make it hard on him, bro. He can slide his feet. Bam's actually an active center. Like, he's different. Like, he's kind of, like I said, Hachimura. He's actually giving him problems in that series, in the Lakers series. That's why Jokic is having a hard time. But I'm not saying Bam's gonna stop him, but Bam can definitely give him a problem. Like, Bam turns up in the playoffs, man. I was talking shit on him in the regular season, but he turns up. So I can't. It's gonna be an interesting matchup, bro. It's gonna be different. It's not. They ain't gonna 3-0 them. I'll tell you that.
All I'm saying is I don't see that series going past 5, just like the Lakers.
I understand. I can give you that though, but they ain't gonna 3-0 those dudes. You tripping, man? They ain't gonna 3-0 man.
Hey, BJ, can you put this guy's avatar up on the screen so I know who he is when I get back?
Exactly. I want to know.
I want to know who it is. I ain't trying to call him out and roast him. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that I don't want to go off on somebody else and be talking to the wrong dude when it ain't 3-0.
Wait, what's your name, man?
Glover Boy 31, bro.
Oh, he ain't hiding. He's not hiding.
Look, I'm for real, bro. It's not going past 5, bro. Miami get there. I'm telling you that now.
While we over here talking about Miami and Denver, what if the NBA fool all of us and allow the Lakers come back?
Man, that's
Here we go with the conspiracy stuff now.
If they do that, I'm not watching the NBA ever again. I'm not watching that shit ever again.
Hope. You're supposed to give us hope, not.
They're not coming down.
Come on, Hope. You're supposed to be on our team now.
LeBron's never came down from 3-0, 3-1. LeBron's only advantage is when his team's up. If his team's down, it's over. He quits. And he quits. LeBron's a quitter when he's down 3-1, 3-0. Other than that,
he came back. He came back 3-1 versus Golden State.
I mean, of course he did, but he got a care package. Other than that series, he quits, bro. LeBron quits when he's down 3-1, bro. I ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. I seen him quit in 2015 when he was down 3-2 with the Warriors. He quit. He quit in Game 6.
No, I agree with you. He's a quitter. He's soft. Him, AD, both.
Bro. LeBron
and
quits,
that's another thing about the Heat, bro. The Heat are tough, bro. They finna fight, bro. You're not finna just come in there and stuff. And they got Spoelstra too. See, Malone's over there schooling them boys and them coaches in the West. He ain't finna school Spoelstra like that.
Facts, bro. And
I'm not gonna say Denver not gonna win. I think the series gonna be long. Denver has home court, so I'm gonna lean Denver. But I just want to make sure I was understanding what homie was saying. He was saying we're gonna see the same things they do in the Lakers, which means 3-0 versus sweep. I just want to make sure that we had that clear because he's calling me out saying I need to be on the panel. I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, bro. I'll say this, bro. Even if the Nuggets do take the Heat down 3-1, I can see them fighting their way back before I can see the Lakers fight their way back. Because the Jimmy Butler, LeBron quits, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Other than that 2016 series, bro, LeBron quits, man.
Hey, this another thing about Jimmy Butler. He's going to have his primary defender in foul trouble. He is good at baiting fouls. He's going to take one of them dudes off the court, and it's going to change the game up a little bit. And the Heat got defenders, bro. They're not going to let Bruce Brown in. Y'all going to see what I said about Murray. Murray went off last night, but they made that adjustment. You didn't see Murray in the second half. He had 5 points. Murray's good. He surprised me last night in the first half. Spoelstra not finna have no 30 or 40 ball put on his head by no Jamal Murray. That ain't happening.
But bro, remember, I think the game before that, remember he had a bad first half and then had a good second half. I think Jamal Murray, he can ignite at any given time, bro. that pick and roll is going to be a very big problem because you have to stop one of those two, and you can't stop Jokic and Jamal Murray at the same game, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So he can ignite at any time, bro. He ignited in the fourth quarter and he ignited in the first half, bro. So he
This
proved that he
another
could
thing
do it
too.
at any time.
No,
Well, that fire is
you're
gonna be
right.
extinguished.
Chill out,
That
man.
fire is gonna be
Hey, Murray,
extinguished.
I ain't gonna lie, Murray tough, man. He's a
Murray is
mentally.
tough, but I trust Bam Adebayo in the pick and roll defense with Jimmy Butler. Than I do Anthony Davis and LeBron and all them soft fruitcakes over there.
They gonna have
Hey,
to
so
pick
y'all saying
pieces,
Boston
bro.
done, right?
Boston not done yet. They're
I'm
not done
asking.
yet.
Yeah, is
I
y'all
think
saying
Boston
Boston?
wins tonight.
Boston is Clem Chowder.
I think Boston wins tonight.
Boston for game 3.
The reason Boston's in trouble is because Tatum's going to have to play hero the rest of this series, and there's going to be a point in time when Jimmy Butler steps on the court and he's going to shake his fingers. And I got Tatum. This shit finna stop.
You know what's crazy though? It's not even Tatum. Tatum's not even the reason why they losing. It's Jaylen Brown. It's not even Tatum. Tatum's been showing
I
up.
agree with that, but now you're going back to Miami where their shooters is finna light it up. This Duncan Robinson dude, he might have one good game in the whole series, but the game he's going to have is they're going to be in Miami.
That's
He was playing well last game.
He was playing well. Jaylen Brown is the difference in this series, bro. That's the reason why
Kevin Love has to give something. If he's starting,
Kevin Love, Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, Strus, all them boys are gonna shoot better at home. I'm surprised the Lakers players didn't play better at home last night. But when your leader ain't got no heart, he's old over the hill. You still got to rely on AD to step up and say, y'all can ride me. No, you can't ride AD. He's not about that life. He ain't never been about that life. He just gets a lot of stats like Westbrook. He's not the dude to throw you on the back. He's not gonna do that.
Yeah, no. And Nuggets role players showed up in that game too. That's the reason why the Lakers couldn't win.
Yeah,
Every time they made a run.
The Nuggets smell everything we saying right now. The Nuggets have been smelling this since game one. Everything that we saying, everything Hope been saying, Bruce been saying, BJ been saying. There ain't no heart over there. LeBron's old. He ain't got it no more. So ain't nobody else on the team got no dog in him.
Yeah.
So who's gonna lead the Lakers to fight back? And Denver smells everything we saying. They already see it. We just speaking it in the panel.
The Nuggets were playing mind games. Are playing mind games with the Lakers. They said they're gonna attack D'Lo. They're doing it, and D'Lo got into his head because Bruce Brown was saying, "Hey, our game plan is to go after D'Lo." And then since then, D'Lo hasn't been doing anything.
Hey,
and
BJ, what's
That's
D'Lo's
a good
numbers?
point, Bruce. That's a really good point right there. Because D'Lo, I was wondering. I'm like, D'Lo, where's D'Lo at?
Hey, BJ, what's D'Lo's numbers, man? It's got to be terrible.
I know
What's his field goal percentage?
Probably like 37%, 40%.
More like 5%.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I mean, and then the Lakers, I don't even think they know who to go to, man. I see them going to that to the white boy, then going to the AD, then going to Hachimura. It just seems like they have a bunch of confusion of who is the go-to guy on the Lakers.
Because they're all of them have their agendas, like you said. I mean, Austin is okay. Sorry, go ahead.
It's bad when LeBron just throw the ball up, hoping Anthony Davis catch it. That's just bad.
They need to run the offense through Reeves and AD on the pick and roll. That's what they should have been doing, but they didn't do that either. That's another knock. That's another knock on Darvin Ham.
That's a smart decision right there, bro. Because he's been cooking the whole series.
Yeah, you got to sit Bron down and say, hey, man, I hate to say this. You're a legend. You had a great career, but I got to do what I got to do to save my job and save this series. Reeves, take the ball. Y'all run the pick and roll down your throat all night. You and AD. And if it don't work, you was losing anyway.
They needed something like that, bro. Their offense is so.
Can't see that because he was like Ninja Turtle.
Hey, BJ, you can't let Hope and Bruce in here no more, man.
Lakers
they full blown comedians.
I'm glad the Lakers is down right now. This is amazing. They should have been. The Warriors should have beat them, bro. But it's okay. That's why they down 3-0.
The Warriors cannot beat the Lakers and the refs, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. And then no one showed up for the Warriors. I'm just glad the Lakers are just they're getting exposed. This is who they are.
When LeBron busts Scott Foster's lips, so that's when I'm like, okay, the Lakers is gonna lose.
Hey, so this is the field goal percentage right here. So D'Lo, this is his field goal percentage from 2 and 3. The last 3 games.
Man, that's tough. That's bad.
Hey, Bruce, Remember what you said about D-Lo?
What did I
Oh,
say?
that's terrible. Y'all see that shit, bro?
Yeah, this is
Bruce
bad.
said, Bruce told me watch when the playoffs what D-Lo does, and this is what he does, man. This is, man, he shot 12. How you shoot 12% as a guard?
See, he got Doodle Brown on him.
That's crazy, man. I mean, it's just the Lakers. Like I said, Lakers offense is just so confusing, bro. So I mean, this is part of D'Lo, but this is also because the offense of the Lakers, they don't know what to do. I can see them just keep giving them the ball to certain dudes and try to save them. They don't have a consistent offense. It's just a
Yeah, they
bunch
getting
of dudes.
exposed. They getting exposed. This is the wrong team to face in the conference finals, bro. But
Facts.
hey, y'all. So we're gonna have to end it here, though. I will possibly be back tonight for the conclusion of the Heat and the Celtics. So make sure y'all come in for that, bro. Come in back tonight. Hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Appreciate y'all coming through for sure.
No
I
doubt.
got Boston winning by 20 tonight.
You got
They
Boston
should.
winning by 20?
Tonight.
Who's saying that?
Shit.
Who's saying that?
Celtics will win tonight.
I got
Glove-
Jaylen Brown showing up, bro. He has
I
to.
got-
If he don't
I
show
got
up, they lose
Boston
the game.
winning by 20, man. Double digits, man.
Who's that? Who's saying that?
Your boy. Your boy
Glover
that said that Lakers.
Man,
They have,
Global, don't do drugs, man. Don't do drugs.
they have to win by 20. They don't do drugs.
Hey, Bruce, man, you stupid as fuck, man.
Hey, he's smoking on that good shit, bro. We gotta share some of that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna holler at y'all.
All right, later.
Hey, BJ, make sure you write down your notepad, his name and his profile. We know who he is when he comes back.
I got you, Glover boy. I got you.
Hey, I appreciate the show, man.
I
Hope everybody have a good Sunday.
My
All
man,
right,
Sean,
BJ.
appreciate you, bro. Love, appreciate y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey. Man, good show for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. And man, Bruce is crazy, man. He had me spit up my water, man. But hey, let me know in your comment section what y'all think. Do y'all feel like that NBA coaches, how y'all feel about them getting fired one after another? You know what I'm saying? Coaches that have winning seasons and actually deep runs in the playoffs. Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's unfair? What can they do to change it? Is it going to change? Also, do you guys feel the Lakers are going to get swept against the Denver Nuggets on Monday night? Is this going to be the last of LeBron James with the Lakers? Do you feel like he's going to be out on his last legs? Are the Lakers going to make some tweaks to that roster? Let me hear what y'all have to say. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the support, you know what I'm saying? Hit the super comments if y'all have a comment y'all want to share. Hit that super comments, super stickers, all that good stuff, man. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Again, next month we got new things coming for y'all. Some prizes as well as some memberships we got going to start handing out to y'all, man. If y'all want to be a part of the Pull Up family, we're going to have that going. But until next time, we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swim well.